Hello, boxing fans. Welcome to What's the Blows of the Guards. I'm right here with my bro, Clement Italoman, and we're here to discuss about the recent news of Joyce spitting rubbish. Or less rubbish, or just saying that Joshua hasn't got a chin after being knocked out by Ruiz. Bro, have you heard the news?
Yeah. I heard that news.
Yeah, you heard that Joyce stuttered to the boxing saying that Ruiz showed Joshua doesn't really got a chin. I don't know if I should read the statements or his comment first before we proceed, or I just want to give it to us. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, it's good. We can, whichever way, I'm fine.
So, what are your thoughts about that?
Well,
about the statement?
like I said, everybody is entitled to their opinion. It's glad things this happened, because it's going to open up the heavyweight division, and everybody now will not believe that they can beat Anthony Joshua, but they will be shocked when they get in the ring with him. Joyce is a good heavyweight prospect. He has his own flaws, I see him as someone who is good, physically strong and good, but he's slow. Regarding his statements, talking about Anthony Joshua doesn't have a chin. It's surprising because many people keep saying that. But the question I ask is, if Anthony Joshua don't have a chin, why has it not been? Why didn't we find out in his fight against Takam, his fight against Povetkin, his fight against Dylan White and Klitschko? Don't forget, Povetkin knocked out David Price, who is regarded as one of the biggest puncher too, in the heavyweight division. He knocked him out easily. He rocked Joshua with about either a 3 or a 4 punch combination, which made Joshua bleed. But he didn't put him out. Joshua came back to knock him out in the 7th round. Now,
you mean a Klitschko?
No, Joshua. I mean Povetkin. The same Povetkin that knocked out David Price. The punch that knocked out David Price, Joshua had received was it from Povetkin and still couldn't knock him out. Povetkin still couldn't knock Joshua out after those punch, he hit Joshua with.
You mean after the combinations he threw against Joshua?
Yes. This, and it was a one punch that knocked David Price out. If you also see if you watch the Takam fight, even with the headbutt and the bleeding and all that, Joshua was still able to take him out, with ease, unreplied punches. So if you go back down the line to answer the question, does Joshua have a chin? The past fights and even his fight against Andy Ruiz tells us yes, he has a chin. Because if Joshua don't have a chin, after he got it close to his ear on his temple, he will have folded, but he was still able to to move on. The only thing I can agree with people to some extent is how great is Joshua's gas tank. Gas might not be that great, which I believe we can work on by doing more cardio or changing the style, his training style. But Joshua has a great chin. You don't get up from 4 knockdown, in a very bad physical state if you don't have a chin. If you don't have a chin, you go down like Tyson Fury. You see the way Tyson Fury went down against Wilder, like somebody with no central nervous system. Those are people that have no chin but have good tank. So I think people are confusing tank with chin. If you don't have a chin, you get light out. That's why some people are saying, "Oh, Fury Fury didn't beat the count because it went down flat. If he hit Fury hard, it goes down flat, you know. But it gets sometimes it gets back up, you know, because perhaps he has trained his mind or his conditioning is good, so it gets back up from such knockdowns. However, if someone like Fury meets an aggressive puncher who keep punching him, it might be out of there finally, you know. So at the end of the day, I believe Joshua has a very good chin, but there are still question marks around his stamina. I believe he has to work on his cardio.
Joyce never actually saw Andy Regina defeating Anthony Joshua. According to his statement here, he said, you know, Joyce and Ruiz were stablemates for a brief period when both bosses were being trained by Abel Sanchez in Big Bear, California. So during their stint together, Joyce would never have expected Ruiz to one day topple Joshua for the WBO, IBO, and WBF, IBF World Heavyweight titles, man. So Joyce, according to what he had to say, he said, "Not in a million years. I saw Andy Regina in Big Bear, and he was sparring with Charles Martin, but he was struggling to do 2 to 4 rounds, and he didn't want to spar me. I was just thinking it would be a walkover job for Joshua." Little did I know, Joyce told Boston News. You see, he said, "Not in a million years." He never imagined that Anthony Jr. will beat Anthony Joshua. He said, again, I repeat, I saw Anthony Jr. in Big Bear, and he was sparring with Charles Martin, but he was struggling to do 2 to 4 rounds, and he didn't want to spar me. I was just thinking it would be a walkover job for Joshua. Little did I know. So he said, I did a load more rounds with Martin. I think Ruiz was struggling with fitness, struggled with attitude, and he wasn't willing to spar me. I didn't think Ruiz was that powerful puncher. Joyce said he must have really pulled out all the stops training for that fight. You know, he continued, he said, to see Ruiz be so calm under fire and counter, he's really fast and came in low with quick shots. He started Joshua. He startled Joshua. I think it shows how Joshua hasn't really got a good chin. Once he gets it, he seems to be in trouble. Imagine him against the water. When he fought Vladimir Klitschko, he was troubled, but Klitschko didn't have it to finish him off. Ruiz definitely did. I guess that was the difference, Joyce said. I mean, what are Joyce's intentions right now, man? Joyce has power with Anthony Joshua a lot and lots of time. Joyce is not even thinking well. You're saying now that you did a whole lot of sparring, you know what I mean, with Charles Martin, but Ruiz Jr. wasn't ready to spar with you. What does that say about Joyce, man? And you saying that, listen, in my opinion, I think that Anthony Joshua, his chin is not a problem, because remember, during that Klitschko bout, he got hit with one devastating right hand, and also in the 10th round, he got hit so heavy. I wish I can show it right here now so that you guys can see it. But due to copyright issues, I'm not going to show it because that might get me in trouble. I just wish I could show it. That 10th round, I think it was 10th or 9th round, the 10th round, when Klitschko hit him with one devastating right hand, Joshua took it like a champ.
That was the 6th round.
No, not that one. The 6th round was when he knocked him down.
Yeah.
You know, but the 10th round was when Klitschko hit him again, like with a right hand so devastating, but Joshua did not fall down or did not, just took it like a champ. He took it like a champ. So Joshua's chin is not the problem. I still have to say that Joyce is wrong, very wrong here to say that Joshua's chin is the problem, because Joshua has a very good chin. Okay, and this is with boxing. Anything can happen. Anybody can get hit. You understand? Yeah, Joyce has a better chin than Anthony Joshua. We understand that. We you could say he does, but Joshua has a very solid chin. Okay, and I
Well,
think
we can't say Joyce has a better chin than Anthony Joshua because how do we rate chins? Like, is there a machine that tells us who has a better chin or not? I think the best way to know who has a better chin depends on the level of competition and the shots you've received and take. You have to look at the puncher. People claim Andy Ruiz Jr. is not a big puncher, but he, they have not fought the guy. You don't know how big of a puncher he is until you step in the ring to fight him. You know, so I believe people just rely on a lot of speculations when it gets to boxing. And Joshua losing to Andy Ruiz Jr. In fact, in that fight, that shows you that he has a chin. The question mark, like I said, might be, does he have a good gas tank? Because you don't get up from punches, repeated combination. Because Joshua was off, totally off for that in that fight. I, it was glaring that something was wrong. So it was hitting, getting punched without actually defending those punches. He wasn't defending at all in that fight. Something was critically wrong in that fight. So it was just like uh regional punching him with nothing coming back with no defense and all that. But he still stayed in there. So my question is,
listen,
does
bro, we have to be very specific here. We know that was not a Joshua. We know that fought and original man. I mean, the Joshua we know does not really start breathing hard in the second round. Do you even realize that Joshua at the end of the second round was just breathing hard, man, during that bout?
of course, of
Listen,
course.
it is good now that a lot of people are kind of trying to talk down on Joshua. I don't expect Joshua to do that, but Joshua is just being professional, but also being too pompous. You know what I mean? We know he's got a very, we know Joshua has a very good chain to be sincere. We know that. I mean, you have to actually know that if you're a boxing fan. But the thing is that, do I think he can last in the game? Do I think only Chain can help him out? I don't think so, man. He needs more than a chain to actually survive in every division because there are lots of killers out there, and you don't want to be getting punched by 200 or something pound man, over and over again. So, my opinion, you could tell that in that Ruiz bout, Joshua. Remember when Joshua just dived? I think it was the last the last round before the stoppage, the seventh round, and Ruiz did not really hit Joshua clean there. I think it was the third round that just got him. He could not recover from that punch, over the top, and that punch. Such punches are very hard to recover from. It was not his chin. It
Well,
was, you
well,
know.
I think something was diabolically wrong in that fight. For the first round, you could see Joshua fighting on the back foot. He was not really being aggressive, going back foot, trying to struggle between being a boxer and an aggressive puncher. Then when he got hit with that punch to close to his ear or his temple in the third round, that took a lot out of him. He was
Yeah,
off.
yeah, we have to say that, man. That's true.
So it takes chin for you to continue to be in the fight after such a punch that rattled your brain because his brain was no longer there. So if you don't have a chin, which I believe to be your ability to take punch, you won't survive those rounds. You won't go for 4 extra rounds and keep getting up. You know. So if Joshua, I believe, if even in that seventh round, if he was given like extra 1 more minute to relax, he might possibly have come back to win that fight. But like that is now in the past now. The truth is, I don't think Joshua don't have a chin. I actually think Joshua has a chin, you know, because his previous fight, if you have to go by his previous fights, we can safely conclude that he does have a chin. Go and look at people that Povetkin has knocked out. So, like He knocked that David Price just briefly before he fought Joshua. With one good shot, but was unable to knock Joshua down with all those shots. I don't think Andy Ruiz is a bigger puncher than Povetkin.
No. Andrews is not. You don't understand. Listen, Andrews, is not a puncher. I mean, he got lucky, and a lot of people are kind of bigging him up right now. I hope they big him up when they loses. I hope
people come out and big him up and stick to that, because that's why I told that boxing fans and most boxing analysts are the most stupid bastards out there.
Yeah, that's true. Most boxing, they're not. Remember, they're not saying that. Oh, that's a Fury. Coming out saying, "Oh, I knew Ruiz, would knock." Stop it, man! You son of a. I don't want to cause that guy, but that guy is really bipolar. Is what you call a bipolar. Changes his tone every minute of the day. And I'm listening, bro. You can speak. Sorry for interrupting.
Tyson Fury is a bipolar bitch who shares bombs with his friend, the other wider. They are both.
Yeah.
So I don't care. I don't even listen to Tyson Fury because he's not a normal human being. Like, if you're a normal person talking, like, your statement can still be analyzed. Fury doesn't have a brain. That guy is sick.
No brain, man. No brain. That's for sure.
That takes Fury serious. You are just wasting your time. The truth is, if you keep fighting difficult fight, if you keep taking, the only reason why Fury and Wilder are still in the game, have not lost, is because they are playing it safe. And that's why I knew with the White when he said, "Oh, why has not lost?" Because he's playing it safe. He's passing bombs. Once you step up your game, you're gonna taste defeat at some point. Once you keep fighting the top 10, top 15, top 20, you're gonna take a loss.
Yeah, that's true.
People saying, "Oh, Joshua taking the loss is not a big deal." Like, it's just like Jamie. Jamie won the World Cup. Which year was that?
2014.
2014. Yes. Then they went to World Cup 2018. They didn't even make it past the first round. So does that mean that the German team is bad? Of course not. Like, that is sports. That's why you call it sports.
You win, you lose. That's how it is, man.
And you lose. So you cannot, because you are a human being, you can't be perfect all the time. You can be imperfect sometimes, and then you come back again. What's the big deal? So if you're into a sport and you think, "Oh, you won't lose," or because somebody has lost once, even if Joshua was 100% and he lost that fight, there's still no big deal. Like, he lost, that's the truth of the matter. Maybe the person was better than you. Growing up, you see some people that beat you, maybe in the street that used to beat you. Then later you fight them and you beat them. Like, that's how life is. You can bounce back from any situation. So if you're into sports or anything you do in life, you win and you lose, because you are not invisible. You are not God. Joyce is going to lose once he steps up his game and start fight. First of all, Joyce lost to Usyk.
Yeah. It was before back in the days of in the amateurs. Let's say pro, semi-pro amateur anyway.
He lost in the pro. Yeah, I watched that fight.
It was semi-pro, not really professional record, but semi-pro. Because right now, Joyce has 9 fights as a professional and 9 knockouts. And yeah, but he lost to Usyk. He's fought Mr. Van was a former world champion. First fight against Ian Lewison. Lewison is a very good fighter, and then second fight against Rudolph Josie, and then third fight against Donny Palmer, fourth fight against Laren Thomas, fifth fight against Ivica Bakurin, and then fought Iago Kiladze, then fought Joe Hanks, and then fought by Mr. Vern. And he's going to be fighting, fought Alexander Ustinov, then He will fight Brian Janus next, next month, 13th of July. So very interested to see how it goes. We have to actually break that fight down, by the way, but for now, let's just finish this first. But Joyce, Joyce, I support Joyce. He's a Ninja blood as well. So he's very proud of it. He doesn't hide it. His dad is English. His mother is Nigerian. But he does not hide from his Nigerian heritage. He always proud of it and something like that. So it's good.
No, yeah, he's good, but
I don't think I think in this case it's wrong, man. I think it's wrong because Joshua has a chin, because you cannot have a chin and the fake guys like Dillian White, Vladimir Klitschko, Povetkin, Joseph Parker, Carlos Takam.
When you get rocked in the fight, people fighters will say, "Oh, you don't have a chin." Like most of these boxers have mental problems. They have to go take their brain.
I think someone you can say that don't really have a chin is like someone like David Price, because once he gets it, he goes out. It's just finished. I remember when Povetkin kind of hit him with a left hook and dropped him heavy, and that's someone you call who don't have a chin. That's someone you can say who don't have a chin, but not like Joshua. Joshua does have a chin, and he has been hit very hard by Klitschko, and boxing fans are just kind of crazy, because at the end of the day, the game is to hit and not get hit. Like something Tyson Fury is doing.
If you get it good in a good spot, there's no way you won't go down, because you are being hit. Like the people
okay.
To get it.
Okay, can we say Tyson Fury don't have a chin? Because remember he got dropped by Steve Cunningham, a cruiserweight. A cruiserweight, a small guy. He got dropped by heavy by that guy. So
if you talk about people that have no chin, Tyson Fury is a good example, because if you hit Tyson Fury good, it goes down. Cruiserweight drops in. Look at Ranma against Wilder. That was not a serious punch. Fury does not have a central nervous system. It goes down like somebody that is dead. His lights are out.
That's true, bro.
So those are some of people with no chin. Having no chin means you don't have a resistance to punch at all. Then it's different from stamina. If you gas out quickly, once you gas out quickly, it weakens you. You can't really continue. You can be hit, but you can't continue because the gas is out. But if you don't have chin, it's when they hit you and you're out. Like you feel that it's so bad that you can't continue. Fury, depending on the ref, it says, I think some of those refs seems to give you some extra time when they know you are a big name. They try to be cautious. If Fury was fighting, was not known, like most of his fights, he will have lost them, because once you hit him, he's going to sleep. That's why I believe if Wilder has hit Fury in the mid rounds, like round 6, chances are that he's going to knock him out. That's why I don't even believe Fury will beat Wilder, except the box is clever. Because if he hits him, hits him once or twice, he'll be gone.
The things that Deontay Wilder don't have the timing, so we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you like this, if you like what we're doing right now, if you like the collaboration between me and my bro, Clement Italo, man, aka the mini one of Aoshi Kingdom, man. Based in California, so know what it is, man. Nigerians are worldwide, and we can't wait. We did no shaking, no wala. We can't wait. So give your thoughts below, guys. Like the video, share, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay, more comments on. Stay tuned for more exclusive content from BBC and Clement Italome, aka the mini one of Aoshi Kingdom. Respect, guys. Cheers. Stay blessed.